Imagine this, it's late at night, the house is quiet and you're alone. You think you're safe, but what if you're not? What if the shadows outside your window hold secrets darker than you could ever imagine? Tonight we're diving into 3 creepy, true crime stories that will send chills down your spine and might just keep you awake long after the video ends. Our first story takes us to Christmas Eve, 1945, in Fayetteville, West Virginia. The Sodder family was asleep in their home when a fire broke out in the middle of the night. George and Jenny Sodder managed to escape with 4 of their children, but 5 others were never seen again. Here's where it gets strange. The fire was ruled an accident, but the Sodders believed something more sinister was at play. For one, the fire burned unusually hot and fast, yet the family's Christmas tree, which should have been highly flammable, was found barely singed. Witnesses claimed to see a ladder propped against the house that night, and tire tracks were found in the snow leading away from the property. Over the years, the Sodders received strange tips and even a photo in the mail, claiming to show one of their missing children, but the case was never solved. To this day, the disappearance of the Sodder children remains one of the most haunting mysteries in American history. Our next story takes us to a remote farm in Germany, 1922. The Gruber family lived a quiet life at Hinterkaifeck until one night when every single person on the farm was brutally murdered. Here's what makes this case so chilling. Days before the murders, the family reported hearing footsteps in the attic and finding a newspaper they didn't buy. The farmhand quit, claiming the farm was haunted. But the real horror began on the night of March 31st. Someone entered the house, killed all 6 occupants, including a young child, and stayed on the farm for days afterward, feeding the animals and eating the family's food. Despite multiple suspects, the killer was never caught. To this day, no one knows who committed the Hinterkaifeck murders or why. Our final story is one of the most infamous unsolved crimes in history, the murder of Elizabeth Short, also known as the Black Dahlia. In 1947, Elizabeth's body was found in a vacant lot in Los Angeles. She had been brutally mutilated, cut in half and drained of blood. The killer had even washed her body before leaving it on display. The case became a media sensation and hundreds of suspects were investigated, including doctors, Hollywood elites, and even Elizabeth's own acquaintances. But despite the massive manhunt, the killer was never found. The Black Dahlia case remains one of the most gruesome and baffling murders in history. These stories remind us that sometimes the truth is stranger and scarier than fiction. So the next time you hear a creak in the night or see a shadow where there shouldn't be one, remember, the world is full of mysteries we may never understand. Stay curious, stay safe.